Welcome to part 1 of the sock-inspired mitten. This is your tension, and this is what we're doing. Okay, so this is now mitten number 2, take 2. I accidentally put my carriage into CR instead of NL, which, didn't end well. So we're just going to redo this. We're going to start with our ribbing, both carriages in 0, 0, and we're going to knit across. Everything looks good. Oh, I see. 1 second, please. And now we're going to try this again. Okay, center. Okay, that is 0 and 0. Nothing is split. Okay. Large barrel weight at 40. Another one at 40. Make sure we're at 37 and 37. We are. Not knitting on the river. And knitting on the main. Tension 2, 2, 2 your circulars. Looks good. 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 Now, reset your carriages. Reset your row counter. You are now going to knit 29 rows at tension 3, 3. Making sure everything's good. It is. Just to be clear, you are going to knit 29 rows. Okay, now for this mitten, we're going to do short rowing, kind of like you do on the toe of a sock. And we are also going to change up the thumb, where instead of doing circular knitting for the thumb, we're going to do it flatbed. So I'm going to very quickly transfer these up. We'll turn on the machine and we'll start the picture knitting. Okay, so we're still on take 2. Honestly, I haven't screwed it up yet. So now we are in the last couple stitches. Lowering the river. Switching out the connecting arm for the sinker plate. Sure I don't have anything engaged I shouldn't have. Okay, deep breath. Tension 6. Go back over here. Turning on my machine, which means resetting my punch card. So this is going to be row 1 of the punch card. Resetting my row counter. putting the machine into KC1, bringing it back towards the knitting. And now, locking in my first, locking the yarn into the gate on the sinker plate, knitting across for row 1, and then I'm going to introduce my yarns. Pressing MC, introducing color 2, and now I'm going to knit to row 25, and then we're going to do something a little bit different. Okay, actually row 24, and then we're going to do something different. So here's this one. That's row 2. Okay, so row 24, we're now going to push back 10 stitches. Now, because we push those back, they will knit in blue, not white. And for safety, we're going to put our carriage into KC1 for this row only. Okay. Push these needles back, remove the second yarn from your carriage, move it to the side, and just put it off to the side. We are now going to cast off in our high contrast color the 10 stitches. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to cast them off, we're going to latch tool, and then we're going to cast them on again in the high vis color, and we will put a claw weight on there. So we'll start with casting them off. Okay, bring them forward. Now that one wasn't supposed to do that. I put that back. Okay. Just going to trim this up. Always making noise when I shouldn't. Okay, grabbing that one. Okay. pull that through. Now you are actually going to cut your blue yarn, or color number 1. And you're going to make sure that this is okay secure. Okay. So we're just going to let that go. Now you have options. You could E-wrap color number 1, or you could do what I'm about to do. I'm going to take my contrast yarn and I'm going to double E-wrap it. Make sure I'm taking the right way. Make sure your latches are open. Okay, on this last one, bring it forward, put in an extra stitch. Cut that. Are you kidding me? Everything is just falling on the ground today. Stay there. Okay, so now we're just going to very carefully put everything to the back. Holding it, bring it forward. Hold it, bring it forward. Hold it, bring it forward. Now you put a claw weight on there. Okay, now it's safe. We're now going to move those all back. Make sure your claw weight isn't caught on your machine in any way, that it prevents those stitches from relaxing. Okay, everything is back. This was a white one. We're going to leave it back, and we have to reintroduce our colors. Deep breath, back to KC2. Reintroduce your blue yarn into your carriage. Close the door. Come back. Place your white yarn into your carriage properly. Okay. Now this is going to be very scary, but it will be just fine. All of these stitches here will knit blue, and the white will be picked up back here. Just for that safety, we're just going to very carefully hang it just on that one stitch. We're going to knit across, and then we will continue to knit to row 56. So here we go. Like we never did anything wrong. And now we continue knitting to row 56. Okay, turn off patterning. Cut yarn number 2. Secure it. Bring your yarn tail out. Secure it. You are now going to bring all of the stitches on the right side of 0 into hold. You're going to take a deep breath. You're going to put your carriage into hold. And we are going to start knitting the top of this mitten. I guess what you could do, and I think we should do, is we're going to actually knit 2 rows of blue before we do the short row. That way we have an even, an easier way of sewing them together. So let's do those extra 2 rows. Still in 6. So 1, 2. Now we'll put it into hold. And now we'll do those into E position. We are going to knit across, wrap, knit, bring one forward, knit across, wrap, bring it forward, just like you do for socks. So we're going to do that right now. Just getting mentally ready here. You want to have a couple claw weights with you because it's going to get a little crazy. So first things first, we knit across, wrap, bring this one forward, knit back, wrap it, bring it forward, and continue on this path until you get down to 10 stitches in the center. Okay, now's a good time to put claw weights on. One in the center. And then one on either side. And across. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's to go, lots to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's 13. So, a couple more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10. So now we're going to knit across, and then we're going to start going back like we would on a sock. So going across, and then pushing this one back. So opposite, push it back, and you're still wrapping. Okay, now is a good time to put your weights up. That one was very nice. Well, not sure exactly what I did there, but yet again, I have a couple that are we're just going to push them back, knit across, and we're fine with that. Okay. Now we are going to put in a contrast yarn and remove it on waste yarn. And then we will sew them together. So this is going to be fun. So I'm going to cut my yarn rather long for all the seaming I have to do. Hang on. No, we're going to do one thing that I will appreciate. We're going to knit across to the center, and we're going to stop at the center. Because this way, when I fold it together, then the yarn tail will be on the end. You won't regret it and you won't see it. Okay, I'm going to put in a contrast yarn, and then we're going to start knitting. Okay, so now Put in our high-vis yarn. Take it out of hold. Hold on to your yarn tail. I'm going to knit at tension 8, 5 or 6 rows. Now I'm going to go up to 10, and I'm going to knit several rows. Okay, I'm now going to remove this by just casting off, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what it's like sewn up a little bit. So I'm going to pause, and then we'll come back when this is off the machine, and then we'll do the thumb.
We will finish the mitten in the next video.